The paralyzed girl accidentally discovered that the bottle of pills she had been taking for years had a second label underneath. With an IQ of 280, she sensed something was amiss, so she continued taking the pills her mother gave her. Once her mother left, she immediately spat the pills out. When her mother fell asleep, the girl wheeled herself downstairs to check the pill ingredients on the computer, but suddenly the internet went down. She rushed back to her room, unaware that a pair of eyes was watching her intently from outside the door. The next day, while her mother was out watering the plants, the girl secretly called the drug administration to ask about the pills. The information she received left her shocked. The staff said that the red pills were for treating heart disease, but her mother had been giving her green pills. A sense of dread crept into the girl's heart, but she couldn't understand why her own mother would want to harm her. During dinner, she lied and said she wanted to watch a movie, and her mother readily agreed. While the movie was playing, she excused herself to go to the bathroom and secretly visited a pharmacy across the street. What the pharmacist told her was a bolt from the blue. The green pills were muscle relaxants intended for animals, designed to keep the lower limbs paralyzed long-term. Her paralysis had been caused by these pills. Still processing the shock, her mother suddenly burst into the pharmacy. The girl tried to ask the pharmacist for help, but a syringe had already been injected into her leg. When she woke up, she tried to open the door but found it locked. Her only option was to escape through the window. She took a gulp of water, grabbed her tools, and painstakingly crawled out the window, inch by inch, until she reached her mother's window. Quickly, she took out a soldering iron and heated the glass, then sprayed the water from her mouth onto it. The sudden expansion and contraction shattered the glass, allowing her to climb into her mother's room. But more challenges awaited her. The elevator to the ground floor suddenly malfunctioned. Her mother had cut the power to prevent her escape. The girl returned to her mother's room to search for tools and accidentally opened a box containing her own death certificate. That's when she uncovered the shocking truth. The woman's real daughter had died shortly after birth due to multiple congenital diseases. The woman had stolen someone else's child from the hospital, and through medication, she had made the stolen child as weak and sickly as her own daughter to fulfill her twisted sense of satisfaction. The girl was devastated by the revelation. At that moment, the mother entered the room. Realizing that time was running out, the girl grabbed a nearby unknown liquid and drank it. As expected, her mother couldn't let her die because she hadn't finished playing with her yet. The girl was rushed to the hospital for emergency treatment. When the girl woke up again, she signaled to the nurse that she wanted to write something down. However, before she could finish, the nurse was called away to deal with an emergency. Moments later, the mother entered the room. The girl immediately pulled out her IVs, and the mother hastily wheeled her out. The girl tried to signal for help from passers-by, but no one noticed her distress. Meanwhile, the nurse returned to find the girl missing. Upon discovering the girl's note, she alerted the hospital security. When the security officers arrived, the woman pulled out a gun, but they shot and wounded her. Years passed, and the girl, still in her wheelchair, visited her mother in prison, smiling as they talked, but her mother looked terrified. The woman then spat out a string of green pills as the girl calmly told her that, just like before, she should obediently take her medication.